Hey, hello everybody. Frankie Day here for Frankie Day Models. Today's my day off. It's Monday. I'm feeling miles better than I was for the last week and a half. And starting to feel better, starting to feel like Frankie Day a little bit now. Okay guys, for this Monday, after, late morning, I have a Builds of the Past video for you. This right here is a desk model. I built this about 45 years ago. I built this from scratch. Actually, it wasn't from scratch. It was from mahogany blanks. Let me tell you a story about how this kit became, and I'll get into the aviation history of the aircraft itself. About 45 years ago, I looked up an ad for wanted model builders. I go, wow, that's right up my alley. I can't believe this. Because I just got laid off my job because when I moved out here from Ohio, you know, when I moved out there from Ohio, out to Ohio, there was the work out here is very seasonal compared to that California and Russia go at. And so I got laid off because of the season and working construction too and everything. And plus I was going to school also to become a machinist and to further my education more, so I could be able to better myself and my family, which I did. And so supplementally I needed some money, so that was a wonderful offer that came up. It said I went down to Bob's Hobbies, and he's no longer in business anymore. And he had a big old thing on the door right there. It says an ad on the door. It said model builders wanted, and there's a number right there. Call. So I went home. Called, inquired, and he said, "Well, come down to my house. I'll show you what's going on." So I went down to his house. This man had about 4 or 5 big old huge tubs, full. Each one of these tubs were packages full of airplane parts. And there's just parts to make that plane. What they do is, on this one here, these wings are cut out, but they're not shapen. All the others are like a flat piece of wood. It looks like a 2x4 that's been pre-shaped. That's what it looks like, but actually it was about a good ½ inch wood. Top wing was ½ an inch, and the bottom wings were ½ inch thick, and about so square. Then you had to cut out the lines with a jigsaw. Then you had to do all your detail work you want to do, and then put it together. You had little plans right there, a little detail street, shows you how to assemble it. And it wasn't made for people to do yourself or build yourself. You know, these weren't kits; these were blanks. These were designed for people making desk models so they could sell commercially wide, which these were. Frederick Tyson was his name. He was a model broker, and he needed people like me that could build these models so he could get them out to his customers so we all can make some money here. And that's about how it works. And after that, I started building more of them. This is all I got left of all of them that I built. I built probably about 100 of them. I'm not this type, but just all different types of aircraft. But I kept this one here because I like the Goblin. So this airplane here is about 45 years old. It's made out of mahogany, and I had it shape in the wings. Everything. I had to use a file and everything to carve out those ribs. And I don't know if you can see the rigging on it or not. I don't know if you can see it on here, this camera. Guys, I've been really, there we go, I think you see it now a little bit. I'll get a little closer. See how shiny this thing is? This is the FF-1 Goblin. There's a stand template to give you too. I got that. That's all I got left with template stands. If I decided to make another one of these stands, I can use that template and cut out with a bandsaw or a jigsaw. Okay, getting back to the FF-1 Goblin. Okay, the FF-1 Goblin came out back as it was actually designed by Gruimman Aircraft Company in 1936. The company was trying to call for something competitor compared to Curtiss The Curtiss had the BF-2C1 Hawk, which was similar to something like this. All that too had retractable landing gear that retract in the sides, just like this one here does. You can see how neatly tucked away it is in its wells. The FF-1 came out in '36. By 1937, it was actually presented to the United States Navy. The Navy was starting to use them. Now, the decals these were micro scale decals. I got these from Archer's Hobby World a long time ago. He had a whole bunch of United States Navy pre-war decals and 1/24 scale. So I said someday I want to. So I went and bought the sheet of that. This is San Diego. This is a naval training center at San Diego. This is what they use for it's shore. It's a shore driven aircraft. These were shore duty only, also for training airmen to fly. And by by the middle of 1937, they start to load them on board aircraft carriers. The Ranger first got the first squadron, and after that, the Lexington and the Saratoga got the other two squadrons. But these things are very short-lived, because by the beginning of 1938, they were phased out of the service. They couldn't use it anymore. The one thing, there's a lot of complaints about the old Goblins was they were creative in airplane to fly. They had a lot of drag, and they can see, the Navy can see, this thing cannot offer no armor protection at all in the event of war. You can carry two personnel. You had an observer or a tail gunner back here, and you had your pilot back here. The engines were Wright Cyclone engines. They were started up by using a Kaufman starter. I think you tuck it inside the wheel well. It's like a shotgun shell, about so big. You stick it in the wheel, you close that keeper, and you push it, and pow! And that prop will keep it turning around, and it starts to get the spark, and it'll start up. So the wire on this thing, I use the wire off my steel guitar. I use 17,000 steel guitar string to use as my as rigging on this thing. I use real small drills to make little holes where I can stick them in and hook up to the wings. This airplane is made entirely out of, like I said before, mahogany. Those came from the Philippines, I'm thinking. But anyway, the FF-1 Goblin was stricken from the services as late as 1938 and was replaced by the Flying Barrel. The F3, F2s, and 3s. They were the last of the fixed, they were the last of the biplane fighters. But actually the Goblin was the second of this type of aircraft that had retractable landing gear by using that crank system. You got to crank that bad boy up about 29 times. And well, it's a task, fellas. When you got a joystick between your legs, you got a rudder paddle. You got your rudder pedals here. You got your joystick here. And you got your throttle quadrant over here. And then just when you get off the deck of that carrier right there, or even when you get off the ground or off the deck of a carrier, you got to take your knees and hold the joystick between your knees and crank that, and grab the stick with your hand and crank that wheel up and keep the throttle going. You're busy. And the plane's doing a dipsy doodle too while it's doing that. That's why you see some of these movies, especially Flight Command with Robert Taylor. It's called the Hellcats. They're flying F3F flying barrels. You can see them taking off on the old dipsy doodle. That's because the guy's cranking the wheels and keeping the throttle going and controlling the aircraft. A lot of work. It's all driven by a chain system across the firewall, which pulls the oleos up, and landing gear just goes inside. There's no indicator. You can see where the wheel's up. You can feel them when they're up, when they lock. Then you push a tab in, they're locked. Anyway, a lot of work. A lot of work on this thing. I went to see Fred Tyson. He says, "How long will it take you to build one of these things, Frank?" I said, "I've never built one of these before. It looks like it's a roughly cut of an airplane, but it's got to be thin. That's it. That's why I need you guys to do it. You guys got to take this thing. You can finish up any way you want to. He says you can. He said how about you can put detail into it. You want to take a look at it. If it looks good, we'll sell it. If we don't, we'll let that go by as a learner's project, and you won't make. Then you go to the next one. So anyway, that's what this thing was, like old desk models I built for Frederick Tyson. So I figured you guys get a kick out of that. Okay, I'm about done on the on that F3F I was doing by Accurate Miniatures. I was working on that a little bit last night. If I have a video of that coming up in a couple of days. And I feel good, so I'm going to start finish up working on my big fits. I have a Fitzgerald. I want to get that forward section all done. And I want to get that, I want the whole thing finished. It should take me a good couple of days. I got delayed a little bit because I wasn't feeling good. And so I feel a lot better now, fellas. Thank you very much for your wonderful candor and your comments and everything. I'm really honored each one of you for all that. Okay, that's about it. That's all I got for you for this Monday. Tomorrow will be Tuesday, so I had nothing coming in. So I'll probably have a video coming up probably about a couple of days. I'll probably be on the big fits. I'll probably have it done by then. Then I can put that away. Then I can finish up what I got laying around. I got my B25 behind me over there by Hong Kong models. You can see it sitting over there behind me. I'll finally get that thing finished up. That's about it, guys, for Frankie Day Day. I can't think of anything else what to say or what I got coming up. All I know is this last day today, it's getting cold outside. It's getting really nice out there. I like it. Get close to it's winter time. Okay, this is the conclusion of Builds of the Past. I'll probably bring out another Builds of the Past video up pretty soon. Keep you guys going. I'll have them keep going here and there. So I got a lot of stuff coming your way, fellas. I've just been down in the weather for a while, and I feel a lot better now. Okay, this is Frankie Day for Frankie Day Models signing off. Take care of Mama. Take care of the little ones. Spend wisely, stay focused, and enjoy. Spend wisely. Get yourself a kit. Enjoy your kit, your family. Enjoy life. And build on. And we'll catch you on the next video. And thank you very much for my wonderful new subscribers out there. I'm honored every one of you guys. You guys are wonderful people. Thank you very much, and God love you all. And we'll catch you on the next video, which will be Accurate Miniatures 148 scale F3F Flying Barrel. I heard that coming your way. It's Frankie Day for Frankie Day Model signing off, and we'll see you guys on the next video. So stay posted. Bye, boys.